on TMZ.
So Carole Baskin's premiere of Dancing with the Stars was a lot different than what people could have predicted because Don Lewis, well, his daughters popped up. They ran a commercial.
Don Lewis mysteriously disappeared in 1997. Do you know who did this or if Carole Baskin was involved?
Don had a will that said, in case of my death or disappearance. I have never seen that ever.
What if it said, in case of my death, disappearance, or Dancing with the Stars? That would have
Paul Rudd just did the best PSA about wearing a mask.
Apparently a lot of COVID is transmitted by us millennials.
Is there anyone who's going to change their mind? If there's a party going on and I'm 25, you go anyway regardless of what Paul Rudd...
but if someone comes up to you at the party and is like, hey, man, not cool. Did you see Paul Rudd's thing?
Well...
Chris Evans has broken his silence, and he says, now that I have your attention, vote November 3rd. So he had posted on his Instagram explicit pictures of himself.
Let's call them beautifully.
They're pretty, yeah.
As a lot of the actors are going back to work, they all have to get the corona tests, like Ryan Reynolds or Gal Gadot. The new film they're doing together is with The Rock.
Out of everyone you just said, whose used swab would go for the most?
No.
The answer is clearly Gal Gadot.
Wait, what about The Rock? Why would you want to lick The Rock's COVID test?
Why would you want to lick anybody's COVID test? And he said which one goes for the most.
Oh, he said which one goes for the most? I heard in my head, which one do you want to lick?
Out of
Let's assume that was how his sentence ended.
You've used this to get our eyes on something that is more important.
That's called turning a frown upside down, Cameron.
That's Chris Evans in his first interview since accidentally releasing explicit photos of himself on the internet.
Let's call them beautifully.
They're pretty, yeah. It's Lisa of our time.
We're sure the Louvre will be reaching out to him any day now. Anyway, Chris took his lemons and made lemonade, because right after the photos got out,
he says, now that I have your attention, vote November 3rd. So didn't deny it, didn't do anything, didn't say that, you know, his dog did whatever.
wow, that would be one tech-savvy dog. Also a very good boy. Anyway, it's awesome Chris was able to turn this situation into something positive.
You know, things happen. It's embarrassing. You got to roll with the punches.
Isn't it a good PSA to vote? It's great.
Oh, it's a penis essay.
It's a penis.
Definitely more compelling than your typical yard sign, yeah.
The fact that he turned this into something really good and everybody's kind of with him, it really shows that this whole thing about, oh my God, you should bury your head in shame is kind of over.
Right! He put the photos out there and now he's owning it. Kind of like Kim K did.
Kim put that champagne glass on top of her ass and like her naked.
Did she ever?
I remember where I was when those photos came out.
too.
It was such like a moment.
Oh my God.
Where were you in the moon landing? Where were you when Kennedy was assassinated?
Where were you when the champagne was pouring from her front?
History is great. Now go vote, because Captain America's kickstand says so.
Dave Grohl just wrote that 10-year-old girl her very own theme song.
Oh, wow.
A little while ago, this 10-year-old Nandy Bushell challenged Dave Grohl to a drumming battle. And they've been kind of going a bit back and forth, but Dave decided to up the stakes, and he said that she needs her very own theme song. And it's just talking about how cool she is. It's really uplifting. Like, this is a very cool story.
This is cool. And also, Dave Grohl has like a million side projects. When quarantine's over, he can just start a band with just her and be like their manager or something. The first Foo Fighters album was almost entirely just him. There was no band yet.
Man, those guys are so lucky. They didn't have to do anything and they become like famous and rich and my God.
You're so
man, it's like the one person that does all the work in the college group, and then Charlie shows up and gets the A.
Sorry, guys, I'm late. I was getting my taco tattooed on my foot.
You shall be witness to a night of fear, despair, and unspeakable horrors. No. That's not the part we were talking about.
I'm Donna. I'm Don Lewis's oldest daughter. We need to know what happened to our father.
Carole Baskin's premiere of Dancing with the Stars was a lot different than what people could have predicted because Don Lewis, well, his daughters popped up and they ran a whole commercial.
During the show, reminding everyone Don is still technically missing and asking anyone with info to go ahead and call.
Do you know who did this or if Carole Baskin was involved?
A $100,000 reward has been funded.
Wow, they're trolling her.
This is amazing.
This is checkmate.
Yeah, it's like if Cinderella was heading to the ball, but someone took a big steaming dump in her slipper. We're told Don's family feels Carole going on the show is completely inappropriate and undermines the investigation.
Don't you empathize now with this family? Not only did she get famous on a Netflix show, but now she's being cast in Dancing with the Stars, all because she, killed...
Objection! Allegedly!
Not even allegedly. She's not a suspect.
And I'm sure she has no problem with the commercial about him being missing.
Oh, she's got a big problem.
That Don had a will, and the will said that in case of my death or disappearance, I have never seen that. Nor
What if it said in case of my death, disappearance, or Dancing with the Stars? That would work.
Carole, well done. Don's family, well played.